that they were not intelligent enough to save themselves from their own excesses. They have seen the traces of species like them before, and no one who remembers them does so fondly. They flourish like a cancer and abruptly deflate, leaving gaudy shells like this stadium or that skyscraper. But they loved us, the dog said. We do not remember the complexities of the events that led to their disappearance, but we know that they did their best to stop it. We know they were trying to be good, even when it was hard. While the dog elders argued with the aliens about their disappeared creators, a bold young dog named Yang cautiously approached one of aliens looking out at the forest. Like most dogs in this area, she had a little bit of Myvasanti in her, and you could see it in the shape of her muzzle and the long sweep of her tail. She was only 4 years old, recently an adult in her pack. Something about the sleek-skinned, bipedal M and the shape of its limbs caught at an obsolete but non-vestigial instinct of hers. She went up to the MM, even though none of her peers had dared her, and asked for its name. The MM did not need a machine to speak. Its flexible, bifurcated trachea allowed it to make a wide range of noises, including those used by the dogs. Rofiu, it said. Yang liked that name. It was one she could bark out excitedly. Rofiu, I am Yang. You come from the stars. Isn't it dark out there? Hardly, said Rofiu. In fact, it's aglow with electromagnetic radiation at all times. It has the brightest suns and the best nebulae and the richest mysteries. Is there anything to chase? Yang wanted to know. Rofiu didn't quite understand Yang's question, but tried to answer well anyway. Lots. The past, of course. Different translations of an important book, a blueprint for an old technology, a fossil in amber, a preserved hard drive. Yang was impressed by this list of strange new things to chase. Are you a great hunter? Rofiu seemed puzzled by this question and queried its translator several times before coming up with an answer. No, I am an intern in this astroarchaeology mission. What is an intern? What is astroarchaeology? Yin wanted to know, so Rofiu sat down and started explaining to her and remained unfazed when Yang, after a while, stretched out over its bent lower limbs and started wagging her tail as they spoke. When Rofiu returned to the ship for its meal, Yang waited outside until it returned, and they roamed around the forest for hours that night, talking to each other about the history of their respective species. When the aliens finished their investigation and left 3 months later, Yang went with them. I don't know what she saw and did out there in a wider universe than I ever saw, but when the ship returned in a decade, she was part of the crew, inseparable from Rofiu and its spore mates. 3 more dogs left with the ship this time,